to another edition of Dizzarian Plays Elder Scrolls Online.
I quit!
And I'm going to go ahead and do clean up some of my quest log here. I've got some level 10 quests, and that previous episode actually did
Try to put up
profit,
a decent fight.
So I'm going to go ahead and finish up some of these, and then we'll move on from there. I realized I hadn't really spent a lot of time in Elder Scrolls. But Elder Scrolls, I'm very interested, so I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush
You're
things.
tougher than you
I'm
look.
doing what I'm doing. And one of the quests here I have in my quest log is to restore order. Strong Covenant raiding forces have landed in the west of Empire. Too busy with their own internal squabbles, unite against invaders. This guy's asked me to basically join forces, so I've already spoken to him. I'm going to speak to the Argonians, the Nords, and the Dark Elves. I'm right here by the Nords. They've got a camp, looks like, here right on the outskirts of the city, so I'm going to talk to them. And
Honor
see
for
what
the
they say.
pact, they says. Howdy. What brings you to this god's-forsaken dark elf dunghole? The beer in this land is fit only for pigs. Good thing we brought our own. Have the elves asked you to help beat back the Covenant yet? To Sovngarde with them.
Were you asked to help fight Covenant soldiers?
Aye. The milk drinkers landed to the west at that big yellow tree thing. Now the Drez have got their skirts in a twist. Oh, please save us, big strong Nords. Fancy lads, the lot of them. They think Nords only exist to save elven asses.
What if the soldiers attack Evanard?
Bring them on. We don't skeever out of a fight. When we're attacked, we fight. I wager you think we should fight for the rest of the pact. All right. Prove they've got some backbone. Let's see you beat 3 of my men, and do it the Nord way.
I will. What's the Nord's way?
We fight drunk. We've got a keg of fine, strong mead from Riften right here. Pour yourself a mug and get to it. Unless you're too fat.
Do that. So, yeah, here's
Right. You got me. Say, you're not bad.
Okay, so I've got a mug of mead. Okay, this is a bit of sport. So I need to drink my mug of mead. Now I need to defeat the wagon escort.
Come at me!
That's an effective
Good day. What are you drinking? Are you asking for a challenge? Shore's bones. I thought today was going to be dull. Try to put up a decent fight. Good day. What are you drinking?
Did I? Hey, I defeated you. Nerd. Let's see this guy.
Care for a drink?
Need a wagon escort. Log rollers.
I tried the drink at the... Come at me! I tried the drink. Ah, that's the spirit. Bring one.
Oh, I guess I need more meat. Alright, let me set this up a little better.
Oh, good fight!
Oh, I guess there's lots of these guys. Yeah,
I signed up.
Yeah, fight me.
Try to put up a decent fight.
I yield. Good fight.
Whoa, Sabercat. Let's go back to drinking.
Yay,
Good
I
fight.
got one. Alright, so I need to get the
I'll
log
chop
roller.
your head clean off.
Some of the boys. You're clever, you are. Let's see how it works. This won't take long.
Oh, man, that's pretty dark. Oh, man. Alright, well, let me defeat these last two, and then we'll turn this in. Alright, so... They make sure you block their attacks. You block their attacks, they're not that bad. That's really where I was messing up.
Well, you're not half bad, I'll give you that.
Will you fight to defend the rest of the town?
I said I would, and I don't go back on my word.
Just 'cause I got
I hope the rest of the pact fights like you, not that milk-drinking Urano.
Like who?
Ravel Urano, that dark elf here before you. He kept asking to buy our lumber so we'd leave town. I told him no, we had a contract to keep. But he offered to double it. No one pays that much for wood. Even good rift spruce. What
I
a...
want you to leave.
Don't know and didn't ask. His story smelled like last week's fish. Whole time we were talking, he kept looking around for a crack to ooze through, sweating like. The boys ran him off with a few light cuffs to the head. He hasn't come back since.
That sounds suspicious.
Right. Things like that. They're exactly why we keep to ourselves in the Elven lands. That and the bad food. Anyway, you're all right. Tell that fancy Othrol we'll fight. Come back and drink with us again sometime.
Okay, so experience, get some gold, and I'm going to talk to the Archaeans and the Dark Elves. I'm going to have to run through town a little bit here to get to those, so I'll be right back. It looks like the elves are up here in this tower. Right beyond the temple. I hope this is... What the heck? Oh
Hey.
my gosh, what have I done? Something ain't right. Oh, there it is. That was weird.
I can feel the blessings upon you. It's a power I've not felt myself for many years.
I am to come for you. Almalexa, protect us. She relies on you to aid her children.
I see. I hadn't considered there might be threats more grave than the Covenant invasion. You would think, given all we know of the treachery of Cold Harbor, that I would see that. What of Sotha Seal?
His messenger said he knows you are strong enough to bear your task.
I am ashamed.
I'm sure this is where
The three have shown more faith in me than I have in them. I dread asking this, but what of Lord Vivek?
said not to worry about the true concerns. That is not what he once was.
Ha! Yes, I should have known. Vivek is the most subtle of the three. It's true, I've been counseling a Dunmer who questions his faith. He told me the Tribunal are losing their powers.
Did he have any proof?
Only indirectly. We see the three less every year. They no longer make their annual pilgrimage to Red Mounting on Vardenfell, and no one knows why. It all seemed so convincing when he said it.
What is the Dark Elf's name?
His name is Ravil Urano. He hasn't come to pray for days now. He was in such despair. I think he'd even stopped bathing. The last time I saw him, he smelled terrible, like fresh offal.
Interesting. The beasts surrounding the shrines were drawn their piles of offal.
What? Have I been a fool? I questioned my faith for the flimsiest of reasons and caused others to question theirs. I have much to do to correct my faith.
Yes, this was not where it needed to go. I thought this was... No, I guess it was. I'd already started that quest, and it does make sense because the Nord had said that it stunk like fish, so
Hello. Another stranger swims into a... I have no quarrel with you. We shall speak. But know that if you would help those trying to murder our Hist, I will speak with my teeth instead of my tongue.
What's wrong with your history?
It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it. It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out. The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ash reed. Both are common around the quarter. We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away. If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our Hist.
And who told you the Dark Elves are poisoning the Hist?
Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Drez rowing out to our Hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe.
And who was the Dark Elf?
Ravel Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a Dark Elf. Especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh.
Okay, I'm not gonna further that on. I need to... Oh, wait. Crap.
If you wish to aid us, some of our people... Ravel Urano. No, but it's not difficult. The Drez have always... Ravel Urano.
I thought... Okay. Let's see. Right there. Like mud crab meat and ash reeds. And that, she said it was all around in the area. So, there's some ash reeds. Yeah, you can see them all around here. Here and there. Mud crabs, which are another staple. These are pretty small. And killed by mud crabs. In fact, I think there's some jokes about more right there.
Hold!
Back to her.
What do you have there?
Seemed like I went that far away. Oh, Mr. Say, where is she?
We are allowing no one to approach the Hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us.
I only have the ingredients.
Your
yet.
words smell fair, but tasting is proof. Let me see what you have there. Yes, I erect the spine of apology. While you were away, we caught a dark elf defiling our Hist. Please, Apply the fertilizer you've gathered to the base of our hist. As long as I'm with you, the guards will let you through.
Okay, let's go. Put that in here.
Hello.
Hello there.
Greetings.
Nope, not you.
I feel so.
What is
It seems we have proof that the Drez are trying to murder our tree.
This dark elf you mentioned.
While you were gathering mud crab meat and reeds, the guards caught him trying to harm our hist. We can't get anything out of him but his name and house. Seems the rumors were true. House Drez is trying to murder our hist.
What is he doing to the hist?
He was scratching at the bark, licking our tree. When the guard shouted at him, he dropped an empty bottle. Now he's very ill. The truth is as plain as the face of Masser.
I want to speak to him.
You may do as you wish, but his mind is boiling. His words skitter like a mud crab in a pan. You will gather no moisture from this one.
Worms! Worms in the ground. They swim through the earth like fish. They're everywhere. The lizards dance inside them.
What were you doing to the hist?
What did I do? What did it do to me? I see. I feel. I'm awake. I touched it. It smelled like flowers and black earth. It tasted like rain and summer wind and the deepest green.
Tasted it?
He said the tree's sap would be better than skooma. He was right. He said the Argonians might be angry. Do you think they're angry? To me, they always look angry. It's the teeth.
You had a bottle? What was in it?
He gave me the bottle, said it was for the tree. I thought it was skooma. I tasted it. It was bad. I fed it to a lizard. He didn't like it either. He died. The bottle broke. How can I fill it with sap?
Someone encouraged you to do this?
I never saw him before. I asked him for coin to get more skooma. He was a Dunmer. Someone called him Braville? Weeville? Wabberjack? Raville, that's it.
Ravel?
Yeah, Rob.
I can't believe it. Ravel!
You recognize that?
Ravel Urano claimed he saw House Drez poison our history. Then he gave a bottle to this tree-licking waste of flesh. I smell worm scat. Someone has been playing us for fools, and I no longer believe it's House Drez.
Okay, sleep it. Alright, so now I need to talk to this Othrel to finish this up, I think. And he's here in the middle of it, so I'll be right back when I get there. Making a lot of noise.
What do you want?
Have our town's fortunes improved?
All of Ebonheart is ready to defend the city.
That's a great relief. Well done. The Covenant troops haven't left their encampment to the west, but it's only a matter of time before our inactivity encourages them.
A dark elf named Ravel Arunum was somehow involved at each time.
I don't know this, Mer. Why would he cause so much trouble? Perhaps he's an agent of Sheogorath. That's an unpleasant thought. The Daedra of Chaos is worse than any mere Covenant army. Can you aid me further?
Perhaps. What would you like me to do?
Ravel must have a house in town. I'd like you to find it and watch him. I'd like to see myself, but I'm sure he'll recognize me. So I'll need to cast a spell on you.
Kind of spell.
Commoners would call it a scrying spell, but I'm beyond such crude hedge magic. It will enable me to see and hear what you do. Furthermore, I'll be able to speak to you.
Very well. Cast your spell.
Search for Ravil's home. I expect it's on the west side of town. You should be able to hear me now.
The gods will catch up to you!
You just earned yourself a bounty.
Messing stuff up. Get out. Alright, I'm going to his house. This is something you kind of do in some colors for this game. Some of you played Morrowind, and one of the first quests you do is to follow.
Hey, Ravel. No waffle today. The temple's forbidden all sales.
Quiet, fool. I paid you for your discretion, remember?
Open for business.
Although I wish you would. Exciting.
Look here. It's that fancy sword was in our camp. Hey, fancy man. Fallen on any swords lately? Saying we shouldn't help the Dunmer? Like a Nord would ever turn down a fight.
I know this episode's getting a little long, but this quest. Just weird to although I might pause to get some next part
The drunk one took your advice, Silvertongue. He now regrets it. For shame.
It was just idle talk, friend. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it.
He went into that shack. Wait for him to leave. He's out. That was fast. Try to get inside that shack.
Okay, you didn't have to yell. Oh, it was hard.
A communication spell. Let's see who Ravel called.
Ofer. What now, Ravel? So you're the meddler who undid all of Ravel's work. Such a waste of my time.
Someone could help me out if you've made it this far to tell me how stealing works. Like if I pick something up, is it always in my inventory as stolen or not? And then if I do the wrong vendor, we get attacked. I do need to know how stealing works.
That woman wore a Covenant uniform. Ravel must be working for the enemy.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to his house.
Go to his house and see what you can find. I'll send my guards.
I'm glitched out. I can't get into the house, and I should be able to just walk right in. I don't know what's going on. So I think I'm going to have to log out. We'll probably have to just save that for the next episode. I hate that I didn't able to finish it. I think I was on the last step of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and any comments that you might have. If you can help me out here, this would be great. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We got a lot more of these videos coming along with Secret World. Elder Scrolls, more Elder Scrolls, and EverQuest 2, and maybe even something new here pretty soon. So, till next time, bye.